ago, we stood up here and we made a promise to the families. We said the lights will always be on and the doors will always be open. And 20 years later, that still remains today. As the years passed in the first year, a lot of the faces changed, a lot of new guys came in. And I started noticing every year when the families would come in, I would see Fdny, or I would see Mrs. Fdny or Candace Waters. I'd watch them as they approached the firehouse and look in the apparatus floor, and their eyes would be searching until they find out one person that they recognized. And then their faces would light up and they would find comfort in seeing somebody that they recognized. It reminds me of something that happened to me about 6 months ago. I came to the firehouse to visit the guys, and I'm fumbling with the code outside. Either have a sneaky moment or a brain fart. I can't get the door open. With that, a young guy comes out the house, watch, opens the door, and what does he say? How you doing, sir? How can I help you today? I was like, all right. Ego goes into defense mode, and I say to myself, this guy is surely a new guy on NASDAQ. So I said, hey, bud, new guy on NASDAQ? He goes, no, I'm in the squad. I've been here for about 8 months. I was like, ooh. I said, what I wanted to say was, you recognize me, senior guy, Charlie, Squad Olympics, can you just ring the bell? I got a look, so instead I just put my hand out, I shook his hand, and I said, my name is Kevin, I used to work here. With that, I walked between the rigs around the house watch, and I see my boy Blaze smoking a cigar with the guys, and it was my moment. He saw me, he's like, hey, buddy, how you doing? So you stop working out. Were you sick or something? Too bad you couldn't lose that weight from your nose. I was like, now I feel the love. Now I'm in the right place. So, as the years go by, we still make that promise, but sometimes you may have to look a little deeper. Sometimes you may have to search a little more. We're always going to be here. I'm always going to be here. Lieutenant Rufrano is always going to be here. Captain Murphy, Captain Evans, Old Man River, Hank Muller. Well, maybe not. He's not all the time. Come on. So, somebody will always be here. You may have to search a little more. You may have to go around that corner. Somebody will always be here. So, Dennis Smith writes in his book, Report from Engine Company 82. He's listing the attributes of the firefighter. And of course, courage and bravery all come up. But the number one thing that he says a firefighter is reliable. Reliability. The firefighter is always there. No matter what the call is, the firefighter is always there. We don't respond 50% of the time, 80% of the time, 90% of the time. 100% of the time you call, we come. From the time we get the receipt of the ticket, to the time we're putting our bumper pants on, getting on the rig, turning out, to the time that we're crawling down the hallway, on our bellies, pitch black, heat. The question that never comes into the firefighter's head is, I wonder if that person's male or female. Is that person black or white? Is that person Catholic, Jewish, Democrat, Republican? We don't ask those questions. We just go in and we do what we swore to do, which is protect life and property. It's often said that firefighters are fighting a war that never ends. We don't fight that war for gold or oil or territory or religion. We fight that war for one simple reason, for the love of our fellow man. We are soldiers in the army of humanity. And those firefighters 20 years ago didn't ask why, didn't ask what, didn't ask who. They just turned out. For all the world to see, they responded in the worst of times. Anytime you open up a newspaper or turn on the news and you see whether it's a man-made or a natural disaster, whether it's an earthquake or a fire or a plane crash or a train, what do you always see up in front? Firefighter. Always on the front page, because we are reliable. You call, we come, no question. questions asked. And that's what those guys did on that day. I very much believe in the power of prayer. I know how much my fathers are rough and tumble. At this time, I would ask you guys just to hold each other's hands. And join me not only praying for the guys that have been lost and for the families. Let's pray for the guys who are still working today. Let's pray for the guys who are going out the door. Okay, man, let's stay here. Nobody's going out the door, staying on the door. Let's pray for the guys who are turning out when this thing goes off. May not respond, no questions asked. Please join me to sing the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.